Hi there. My name is Moises Espinosa, and I'm in Sydney at the moment, near Sydney. I'm from Australia, but I was born in Chile. And I've been asked to talk about my experience with the Deep Democracy Institute, and in particular, my experience in Kiev. I've been to Kiev twice. The first time as a tourist. I was living in Poland at the time, and I went to Kiev for 5 or 6 days, and I had a really eye-opening time in Kiev. And the second time was last year. I went to the Deep Democracy Institute seminar in June last year. My experience with the Deep Democracy Institute has been very enriching and rewarding in many ways. The learning has been truly amazing. I have studied process work now for the last 6 years. 6.5 years. And I studied in Portland, at the Process Work Institute in Portland. So I completed a master's in conflict facilitation and organizational change a couple of years ago. And as we all know, process work is a field that requires constant study and growth. And when I was in Europe, I was living in Europe, working in Europe, and I was lucky enough to attend a couple of seminars with Max and Ellen Chupak, who run the seminars, the Democracy Institute seminars. And I've also studied with them in Portland. They were my teachers, one of many teachers that I had in Portland. So I cannot recommend highly enough the experience of being students of Max and Ellen. They have a very unique quality that is very hard to define, but I will try. My experience with them is that they manage to go deeply very quickly when they teach. I've always found, I come from an organizational, from a IT background. I have an IT background, as well as a therapeutic background, but IT has been a big part of my professional life. And I really admire the way that Max and Ellen are able to talk about organizational change, organizational development, in a way that challenges the preconceptions that we have in that world. And they do it in a way where they go into the depths of relationships at that level, and they make it really useful in a very unique way. I always found that really difficult to bring in, for example, the area of feelings and the atmosphere that happens, that is obviously present in any corporate environment. But they are really adept at finding the language to build that bridge between the deep democracy approach and the corporate world. I realize I'm talking a lot, so maybe you want to ask me something.
Well,
Anastasia.
What was it like for you to study in Kiev when you came for the seminar last year?
It was a really beautiful experience. I was there so there was a seminar on Friday, and then there was a 2-day. There was a presentation on Friday, which I really enjoyed, which was more a corporate, oriented to the corporate world. And the seminar itself was basically in the center of Kiev. By the way, I really love Kiev. I love the look of Kiev. The feel of the city is, for somebody like me who comes from South America and Australia, and to go into an ancient city like that, there's something about it that is not easy to to put into words, but there's so much history. You know, I'm not that familiar with the history of Ukraine as such, but I know enough to kind of to understand. I'm aware of the process that's been going on there for for a long time. The changes that are occurring in Ukraine over the last 30 years, massive changes in the way that it's opening up to the world, and I also like the way there's something about the generosity that I experienced when I first connected with when I expressed my interest in going to Kiev. I was very touched by the fact that I was able to. I felt very welcome. The organizers were very open and very helpful, even in finding accommodation, which was really touching because you don't get that in many places. That open-hearted approach. And that joy at seeing people from outside coming in and experiencing your country, your city. I've been to Kiev. I've done the walks, the tourist places. So I don't want to say that I know Kiev that well, but I know that I saw the most beautiful sunrise from this park in the center. I don't remember the name, but I saw a beautiful sunrise. I got up really early one day at 4:30 to watch the sunrise.
Okay.
I love the food. It's the city itself is full of. It's just a really beautiful city to go to walk. To go and visit.
Well,
so
thank
that my
you very
impression of
much.
Kiev is very positive.
Thank you very much, Moises, and we look forward to greeting you in Kiev again.
I hope so, maybe not this time. I'm not sure that I'll be able to make it this time, but hopefully I will. I trust that I will come back soon.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.